This last part of our notes is focused on something called the FOIL algorithm. The FOIL algorithm is a way to multiply binomials times by another binomial and end up with a result a little bit quicker than just using the extended distribution property. An algorithm is just a set of steps you take to solve a problem. An algorithm could be how you get in your car and start it up. You open the door, you sit down, you put on your seatbelt, you put your foot on the brake, and you turn the key. That's an algorithm used to start a vehicle. Well, here we're going to give a set of steps for how we multiply binomials times binomials and get the result a little more quickly than, like I said, with the extended distribution property. FOIL is a little mnemonic device that stands for first, outer, inner, and last. There's where we get the FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. And what that means is, in a binomial, so if we have a binomial like x plus 3 times another binomial x minus 5, if we're going to end up multiplying these two binomials, to get the product, we're going to take the first term times the other first term. So the first term times the first term. The first term times the first term is going to be x squared. The FOIL algorithm, I recommend you do these two together. You do the outer and inner products together. So what do I mean by outers? We're going to end up taking these outer terms and multiply them. So when we multiply that x by that negative 5, we're going to get negative 5x. In our inner terms, these being the two inner terms, and we'll get that product to be plus 3x. And then we multiply the last term in each by the last term in the other. The last term in the one by the last term in the other, right here. And that makes positive 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now, if you're using the FOIL algorithm the way it's intended to be used, you shouldn't write these two products together. You should do that more or less in your head. So I'll show you what I mean. Well, first, before I get there, I'm going to finish this up and simplify. The product is going to be x squared minus 2x minus 15. So let's use the FOIL algorithm the way I believe you should be using it when you do a problem like this. Let me get some of this dust off here. Oh, I'll just rewrite it. X plus 3, x minus 5. First times first, I think you can get your answer without having to draw that little arc in there. So there's our first times our first. Our outers and inners. Our outers, right here, that product's going to make negative 5x. Our inners, that product's going to make positive 3x. Those two are the like terms, and if you can manage that in your mind, you don't even need to write this part. You can see negative 5x, positive 3x, and those combine to make negative 2x. And you just jump straight to the answer. And then our last times our last, our positive 3 times our negative 5 is negative 15. So in reality, if I'm asked to multiply two binomials, if you say take 2x plus 7 and multiply it by x minus 4. First times first, 2x times x, 2x squared. Outers and inners. Our outers are going to make a negative 8x. Our inners are going to make a positive 7x. Negative 8x, positive 7x makes a negative x. And our last times our last makes a negative 28. And you can just jump straight to the answer. Now that is if you do the outers and inners in your head and you don't make a mistake. Now there's no problem with you writing the outers and inners out. I just try to do the FOIL algorithm to get the answer as quickly as I can by doing the outers and inners in my head, but you do what you need to do.